Hi everyone. Today let's talk about the economic calendar. Then we'll talk earnings for this morning. Then we'll go over a couple of quick charts. If you like trading stocks and options and making money, definitely like and subscribe. I make videos like this every single day that the markets are open as well as Sundays, so make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on any future episodes. Welcome to the Portfolio Bulletin. Let's get started. Before we get started, I do want to highlight I did make a Patreon. Absolutely feel no obligation to support me, but if there is something that you're wanting directly from me, or if you just want to support the channel, there are a couple of tiers here, so check this out if you're interested. Of course, I'm going to continue to provide as much value as I can here on YouTube for free, but give it a look, see if there's anything you want, and I really appreciate any support. So starting off with the economic calendar here, you can see we had CPI and PPI for Great Britain here this morning, and it came in hot. So you can see CPI year over year and month over month for core, both higher than expectations, definitely not what you want to see here. And then PPI, same thesis, higher than expectations across the board. This is absolutely not great, and I think this is what markets are responding to here in the pre-market. We're down about 0.5% on the major indices, and I think this is really what's doing that here, at least in the short term. Like I said, this is really awful. Moving over to earnings, remember we do have Tesla here after hours, so if you hold any positions overnight in the SPY or the NASDAQ or Tesla, there's potential for a big move. ASML, this is a semiconductor company, beat on the bottom line but not on the top line, definitely interesting to see there. Abbott Labs, beat on both top and bottom line. Morgan Stanley missed on the bottom line but beat on the top, which is kind of the opposite of what we've been seeing. Most banks do better on the bottom line due to increased interest income, but they did okay here. Overall, not too bad, still lots of green across the board. You can see US Bank Corp also beat on the top and bottom line. So financials doing fairly well. And then remember after hours here, we have IBM. Moving over to the charts here on the SPY on the 30-minute, you can see big gap down, hit the 200 SMA, bounced a little bit, and it looks like we're getting below there here now in pre-market trading. RSI is not dipping below the initial drop, so maybe we see a little bit of a lower low and then a pullback. That would be interesting. Looking at the 4-hour structure, though, you can see we're getting below this major trend line that we've been holding for many days now. Major trend support is down around 411 or so. So looking to see if we get a bounce about 70 cents lower at this trend line, but I do think this might have a little bit of follow through here today. Moving over to the NASDAQ just for a moment, you can see we came down to that support level right in the 316 zone, bounced a little bit. We're still holding a slightly higher low here. Momentum slightly bullish, so maybe we see a pullback up to around 318, maybe back into this zone that we chopped in basically all day yesterday. 4-hour chart, you can see we've been going sideways for many, many days, and that 316 level is going to be critical. If we do break down from there, I think there's about another 1% or so of downside, so keep this in mind. 316 critical level. If we bounce, 318 might get rejection from there, and I'll be looking to take off my longs if we do get into that zone. Moving over to Netflix and Microsoft here, you can see Netflix after earnings is starting to follow through to the downside. So this wick is going to take out a lot of liquidity to the downside. All the stops that were hanging out in here got triggered yesterday, and now we're starting to fall into that zone. So tons and tons of volume. Doji on earnings, but starting to fail here. You can see we're below these most recent lows, and it does seem like we're going to come down to probably 322 here on Netflix for some support, right around the 144 EMA on the 4-hour chart. Also looking at Microsoft, you can see we did get a candle break through that support level. Then we're looking to 281.30 for next support, right around the lows going back to 6 April, as well as 11 through 13 April. So looking at this next zone of support, area of highest volume, 283.50 on Microsoft. Looking at my positions here, you can see I am still long the IWM, which is down about $2 here in pre-market trading, so we'll see how that plays out. I might take an assignment on these IWM shares and sell some calls against it. We'll see how that works out. Just depends on the price action that we see early in the trading session. Q is doing a very similar thing. Expect to make all the money here on this 320 call. 316 puts, have 2 of those, so we'll see how that looks. I'll probably look to roll one and maybe we take an assignment on the other unless we get a nice rally in the open, and then I'll take them both off if we can get a profit out of it. Obviously, these positions will be in the negative early in the session, so looking for a short-term rally, try to get out of these for a small profit, And then I do expect a little bit of follow through here based on the inflation report from the UK. Let me know down in the comment section what you think of the UK inflation data or the Netflix earnings if you'd missed yesterday's video. Otherwise, like and subscribe if you got any value out of this video, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on any future episodes. Of course, none of this is financial advice. This is all for entertainment purposes. Good luck in your trading and have a great day.